For me, this is a wonderful matchup between the Chinese and the Portuguese. Again,
On Flat Arabia.
yeah, on Flat Arabia, on the map that neither one of these civs would be like, "Ah, this is great." If anything, this is probably pretty good for Chinese.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously, because you get the camels. Yeah, this feels underwhelming for both civs.
Yeah, rare to not have some water on this
Or
particular
like
everything.
any elevation at all. Like, I mean, okay, there is elevation because you come down the hill, but apart from that, the entire map is flat.
Well, it's been a start. Nobody really
Yeah.
managing to achieve any of the eco damage with their rush. Funny
Yeah.
Liquid still trying, but yet to succeed, really. Both players have been really on it with their defense, which is nice to see.
And we got, yeah, Cavaliers from both. There was an initial camel. Otter might pick up a little kill. No, it doesn't. We're neck and neck with the same unit comp doing the same thing. We got Halbs out for both players. Cavalier out for both players. Castles coming down for both players.
It's probably a pretty good play to go organ guns.
Yep. I mean, Chukanu should do half alright, but once you get a massive organ guns, they do just die.
They shred archers.
They work. They do work.
Good. So.
And obviously, the issue for Chinese here is like, you don't have siege, really. You got onagers, but Portuguese get ballistic bombard cannons, so your onagers are kind of weaker. You get cavalry that's kind of identical to Portuguese but more expensive. You get Halb that's identical to Portuguese. Yeah, Portuguese have everything Chinese have, but either cheaper or better, I think.
So we're going to say that Chinese have to sort of win this with map control and eco.
Yeah.
Got to try and grab those. Well, you can't even drag it out proper late because if it becomes a trash fest, it's.
Yeah, Portuguese win because they got Victoria. Yeah.
Really rough. Really rough for the Chinese then in this matchup. But Calcoca says they've got better scorpions.
Okay, they got better scorpions, but scorpions don't do that well against this thing called a bombard cannon. That's the problem. Yeah.
Arquebus. Right, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Arquebus is the ballistics bombard cannon tech. We do have onagers. This could be a great shot on the organ guns.
On one champion. It hit the one champion, didn't kill him.
Oh,
that was better
nice
though.
Attack round.
That was better.
That is a much better attack round.
Let's go. Some damage. We've seen some brilliant shots recently with some onagers, so love to see that maintained.
I have to say, I do like the change in the projectiles they've done for gunpowder. It does make organ guns look even cooler.
Well, it's certainly a lot of dust.
With the like smoke trails.
Do you think Otter has enough organ guns hanging out over here, just sort of bumping? Look at the pathing of all of them as they're just sort of like meandering around into one another. Oh. Rough.
And this is the problem for Chinese here. What do you go? Your halbs get hard countered by the organ guns. You're kind of hoping for miracle shots. And it's a shooting gallery.
It is an absolute shooting gallery.
This is why infantry became outdated once gunpowder was a thing. Also why cavalry wasn't a thing after a while.
Some good Onager hits though.
Great Onager shots, but look at the KD.
I'm scared. Oh, 150 to 70.
Yeah. And there's Trebs firing, and it's like, that's great, but Trebs are so expensive. There's... How many bombard cannons do we have? We have 15 bombard cannons just lining up.
It's a very expensive army comp.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's some misplays. If you let the Onagers start whittling away on these numbers, it's expensive, but the Arquebus bombards have just done all the work, haven't they?
And Otter's following up with the castles behind. Got the eco, like they're on par with eco at this point, and it's just disgusting.
It's also at the back of this, while they're even in eco, Otter is pop capped, right?
Yeah.
He's there. He's hitting his 200, and at the same time, Funny Liquid wasn't. Oh, I should probably in between sets make it so we don't see just Twitch.tv. I hate when people put Twitch.tv in their usernames. I'm like, just put your username and then put bracket Twitch.
I mean, we've lost some organ guns at this point, but it's kind of still there. The map controller's there with organ guns. Yeah, it's rough for Chinese at this point. The army is not there, and yeah,
this is. Oh, I'm being spoiled. I'm being spoiled, but just like Otter has spoiled Funny Liquid's morning, evening, night, because that was pretty solid. Do you think that was just down to Civ matchup though? Like what?
I mean, it was very well played.
Better?
It was. I'm not sure what you can go. I think maybe mass onagers and hope for a dream. But
he sort of did.
I don't think he ever had like enough onagers.
Mm.
The problem is you need probably like 20 onagers to get the shots off to clear up the organ guns. Maybe just light cav onager, because Cavalier just dies to organ guns, but the light cav to distract fire, because that is the problem with the bombard cannons, is like you're having to micro, and if you're having to micro onto onagers, like to avoid the light cav, it's hard. But yeah, I mean,
okay,
horrible matchup. Normal game, great, but
strategy for the Chinese in this matchup.
Okay,
champions.
I'm listening. Champions. Unfortunately, this is going to disgust you. Organ guns get bonus damage versus infantry as well, but to make them even more broken.
Only a little bit. It's just 2.
It's just 2, but they fire like like 8 projectiles, and there's like 30 of them.
Yeah,
I feel like he didn't try champions, and maybe that was the difference.
Well,
we don't know whether they would have worked because he died. He didn't build them, and I think that is the thing. He wasn't willing to try.
He was not willing to try.
But yeah, I just think in a normal game, you would favor. You would probably favor Chinese on most maps. DM, definitely not.
Look at Funny Liquid. He is Funny Liquid. Bracket Twitch.
Yeah,
yes! I know. Yes, Funny Liquid. Yes.
Bracket Twitch is a lot better than
it's so much better.
Twitch.tt. Yeah, slating MT Explore. Yeah. Sorry, what is it like? ARM. Initially. Exclamation mark like underscore twitch.tv/MT Explore. Like, okay, so you someone might actually think that you're ARM. That's your name, in-game name, and that the MT Explorer is like some dodgy path name that takes you on like to some dodgy site. Yeah.
Right.
Don't trust links that MT sends or something like that.
No, sirree, don't. Have you got?
We've got game 2.
Have you got the game 2? Do you want me to send you the code?
No, I'm on the
Spec dashboard. The thing that works just every time.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That Otter doesn't use because it scares him.
Yeah. Well, Otter was like, why is this not like I'm searching here and it's not working? And you're like, okay, I don't know why it's not working.
Maybe it just doesn't. Maybe it just doesn't like
Yeah.
Otter. Okay, more of an interesting matchup.
And this is one where I would favour Brits over Turks, I think.
In fact, I'll let it so you can all see.
Yeah.
There you go. You can see the countdown. Britons versus Turks. Yeah, for sure. I mean, do Turks even get siege ram?
They do.
Okay.
But what you like? But then Brits can almost go Halb and longbow, and then what are you doing as Turks?
Killing their buildings
I guess
as quick as possible.
Your initial comp for Turks is probably like I guess Cavalier or CA, or I don't know what you would open with Turks against Brits.
Well, we'll see.
Because Brits are going to go like Halb.
Oh yeah, straight Halb
archers.
defense, right?
Halb defense, and then go into Arb initially, I guess, and then look at dropping all of the castles in the world to get longbow spam. Oh god. Read this as Brits. Read this.
Oh god.
Read this. You gotta read this. Read this as Brits. You get a re.
No.
You get one re. Use it now. Use it now. You don't want to take on the Turk navy with Brits.
But we don't.
Especially as his map, his
it's Emperor
island
Sigismund.
map.
We're seeing some hidden cup before.
Hidden cup heroes. I did work out. I tested some heroes as to how they do in a 1v1. Emperor Sigismund beats whoever he's against with 6 HP left.
Oh, okay. It will inevitably get to watch that video when they make it.
Yeah.
The fact that
the only
there's
issue
no
is boat heroes don't work, and we've got 2 kills from 2 eco kills from both. Wait, why is? Oh, I suppose he only built a couple of camels initially, but I don't know why I know he's 1 up, so he can almost. Oh no, he's 1 down.
He's 1 down.
I think you've got to use a re here.
He's got like 10 seconds to call it.
Yeah, he's got a smaller landmass. It's almost like a favourable civ match, I would say.
For
but
water,
not on something like this.
Because he can just go in for the Turk elite cannon galleon, right?
Yeah.
And just absolutely dominate this with demos and
he's trying to kill a castle with heavy demo, which I love. But yeah,
this is great. This is Otter's got to be smiling so hard that he
was going to me like that. Oh, Funny Liquid has such like good, that demo shot. Oh, that was beautiful. But he was saying to me that Funny Liquid always gets the amazing map gens, the map luck, and I was like, well, you got a re, it'll be all right. And now he's got the luck for this map.
Yeah, though he's getting some really bad demo trades because we're popping out like 1 or 2. Yeah.
Oh, and why are you going camels?
Yeah, I mean,
do not understand camels.
I imagine it's just that he's not. He didn't get round to cancelling his queue.
Yeah.
From the start.
It's one of those ones that don't go into the water.
Yeah.
It's It's the Jaws theme, but with heavy demos.
Oh, that was expensive. We need
that
to
was
be
expensive for both.
full galleon right now.
Yeah, well, mix. I can't remember who it was that did 1-2-1-2 of like either fast fires or yeah, but mixing like fires, then a demo, then a fire, then a demo. And but what I do like is if you're gonna throw units into the mix for the heavy demo, Halb is fine.
Yeah.
Like it's food and wood. You've got that for now.
Extra bonus damage if they get close and poke a boat. So that's good, but this will be another GG. Like you don't win
look
this.
At those, look at those cannon galleons, like the range, that castle at the front's down, the light cav raids. And this is why I just think you have to read this as Brits in this matchup. Your navy's just about on a par.
If this had been the same map as map 1 with this Civ matchup, we would have favoured the Britons, right?
Yeah.
It's just so different here.
Yeah, it's could get a great shot of heavy demo misses from the dock, and the Halbs are like, you know what, you explode, let me poke a hole in you and I will die.
Sacrificing the Halbs to the relic.
And the problem here is everything on the entire map is rangeable by just normal cannon galleons, but Turk cannon galleons.
15 plus 2. Look at that.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
This just like shooting hoops. Just easy. I mean, Funny Liquid. Why do you think he's still in? Is it just because he's surprised that he's been killed this quick, or is he looking for a win
he's looking to get a navy, and he's like, I've got res. Okay, he doesn't have wood anymore, but I guess it's the idea that if I can get a naval presence, maybe I can get a foothold. And thinking that Otter has burnt through a lot of res for this,
but not enough. And their GG comes rolling in as Otter, who said in I'm Coming's chat before this set started that he was going to have a quick 3-0 because Funny Liquid was going to clap him.
Okay. I was going to say that is proper fighting talk.
He's 2-0 up, baby.
Yeah.
Played that really well. I don't think he could have played that much better.
No,
really.
It's clinical. I just think the only minor criticism that really didn't matter was just the camels.
Yeah.
Camel, like, I think Funny Liquid had the better idea of going Halb into the water if you're going to send something as a meat shield. But yeah, you see Otter immediately dropped so many
docks.
Yeah, and went, this is a water map. This is all down to water. And was like, I've got the better water civ. Pretty much.
Great play.
Yeah.
I wanna find the right. So we've had Turks for a win, and we've had Portuguese for a win. So we still got Bengalis. Loss for Britons, loss for Chinese. What would you? I mean, now you've got to be picking Teutons or Khmer, right?
You've got to go Teutons. What'd you go as?
Gujaras, right?
But do they even do that well?
I mean, they've got excellent camels, and then because you can go for the ridiculous throwing chakrams.
But you don't get bombard cannon, so your siege is awful.
Gujaras die hard to Teutons. Okay.
Yeah, I think you go Aztecs.
Aztecs.
I think you maybe throw away the Aztec civ and go, right, you're going Teutons. I don't have civs. I don't think any of his civs win against Teutons. This is the one where I think Teutons was the solid maybe if you had Turks or Portuguese, they would possibly do better against Teutons. I just think this is, you don't have a civ to beat Teutons right now.
So you throw the Aztecs at it and just hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you throw one that you think maybe doesn't do as well.
I just really worry for Aztecs for how hard it is for them to defend that Teuton rush. Like they come in with paladins and in deathmatch, do you not just get over?
I think Aztec was maybe you go Byzantines then, but Byzantines is such a strong water civ that I would almost always want to save them on the off chance that you're getting like a hybrid map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what civ he has to beat Teutons unless it's very water heavy.
Oh god, what a sausage! I hadn't left the previous map. I was like, oh, I'll just load this one up. This is fine. Hadn't left. What a sausage!
I'm still not that good on loading up on capture rate.
Okay. There's still a minute. We're good.
Working out the speed of it. How do you get from capture age of like because you load up the lobby thing, but how do you, is there a way to make it automatically go to spectate with capture age? Or
I have if you have spectate with capture age open already, it just picks it up. So
yeah,
I have the capture age program.
Okay.
There, it's set to just come on, and it'll just hop like just alt tab over to it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see. Because I have that. I always accidentally close the thing because I know that you've got to close the game before. That's why. But yeah.
Yeah, you only need to exit out of the game. You don't need to exit out of capture age. Capture age can stay open because it's a separate program, obviously. Not
cool. We do get the Aztec Teuton possible Aztec throwaway.
Yeah, you've just got that. You've got that otter brain in there.
Yeah,
you understand him.
And I think that the appeal of Aztecs is if you can hold. Obviously, you said the Teuton rush, but if you can hold against it, against the push, I don't think you need to use a whatever the map is like. And on this map, you definitely don't need to use a
be happy.
Yeah.
Decent amount of hybrid.
You don't have to worry too much about Navy, as Otter's like, mate, I've got a war galley, screw that, you're out, I don't want to get housed.
What a weird map. Like this strange sort of like protrusion that is not an island but loops all the way around. There's no access to it other than for... And it's got some Alfred the Alpacas. The rush does not... Well, I say rush. We don't manage to kill any of Funny Liquid's stuff with our Aztec Scout. Shock horror. And we do go for a little bit of an eagle rush. Okay. And we've gone straight into champions. We didn't even go. Why?
Why are you not going paladin? Your paladins wreck everything Aztecs have now. You're close enough. It's like medium distance, but paladin kill all.
Aztec champions.
Your champs lose to Aztec. Teuton champs lose to Aztec champs.
Yeah, I mean, do they have extra melee?
Yeah, but
Aztecs
the extra
have
attack.
the extra damage. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they might win 1v1, I guess, potentially. I mean, the great thing is Otter's spamming eagles into the meat grinder, and he needs to cancel. He needs to click at the top of his thing and cancel because he's got 30 eagles in the queue still, and they are gonna offer absolutely nothing.
Now imagine if you're Otter and you get to go, oh god, I'm in a deathmatch game and I'm actually able to go for my Aztec unique unit.
Oh yeah. I want to see him produce them. He's got the castles up. Come on. Stop producing eagles. Cancel that. That is like 1,000 gold wasted at this point if you don't cancel them. and hit the KD. That's 2,000 gold
Yes,
for basically nothing. He just
who knew that going for champions was just the correct play? Swords,
Yeah.
OP. Who knew?
Oh, but it somehow has worked out wonderfully for Funny Liquid. I still think Paladin Open is the go-to, but Otter has spammed in so many eagles at the start of this game that his gold is quite low. He's picked up some bill kills with the eagles though, which is nice. That is the tragedy for Teutons, that they have no.
But most of that pickup's been now.
Oh, the SO.
Oh god. Good hits, but now they're unsupported, so they should all die now.
Yeah.
So I
should
think
all die. The champs there can't micro those down, but it's still like.
Oh, it still does good.
You've now got champ, like your Teutonic Knights, glorious units.
He's not.
They die.
He's not making them. he's
not making
He's making
jacks.
trends,
No,
but he doesn't want to make the jacks.
And I think this is a massive misplay from both of them. Why are they competing on water? What does it get? Why are Aztecs competing on... Like, Aztecs, I get you want to defend water, but you don't get Cannon Galleon as...
Jags incoming. Jags incoming.
Jags finally. But there's now SO on the field. So the moment of the Jag is kind of maybe... And only 7. I mean, I feel like you need at least 100 at this point.
Yeah,
Look
7.
at them.
We want 70.
Yeah. I feel like it should just be 200 Teutonic Knights versus 200 Jags. I think the Jags would win, but the style. The style of that.
It's a flex, and the siege Onager shots have been pretty good for Otter so far. He currently has the military lead, has a massive eco lead. Like, it's huge.
Yeah.
47 to 13. It's recoverable.
The raiding early on. Did he? Oh, he hasn't. Like, his fleet is there. But it does feel like wasted pop space for Otter, this fleet.
Good Onager shots. Good Onager shots.
Oof.
Do you think they both just went, we're all gonna go swords. We're just gonna make Tom happy.
Yeah, Tom is casting send in the swords.
I mean, I love that. It is making me really happy.
In fairness, Aztecs, you're kind of quite limited on what you can do.
Yeah, they just had to.
Yeah, they have swords. They have swords or pointy boys and clubs or whatever you want to call this weapon. And look at them. Look at the Jag in there on the Teutonic Knight. They're shredding away. They're beating their armor.
Pretty sure he flattened his own units there, right?
The arms get shredded. The champs get shredded. Oh, this is like the this is what we love to see in DM.
Real
a whole
joy.
range of units, a whole load of death, Jaguar unique units, Jags getting absolutely melted by SO, Teutonic Knights also getting melted by SO.
This has been pretty dominant for Otter. Like, actually, 102 vils to 14. We are out of gold now as well. We're so late to getting any eco expansion up. The Jag raid, not Jag raids, the Eagle raids that looped around the back.
The thing is, they've killed 18.
Yeah.
They have slowed it, but it's not. It's equally like not that many vils dead.
Yeah. Could have made more.
Delayed TCs, obviously. I mean, at this point, Funny Liquid needs to probably drop about 6 or 7 TCs and just understand that you're back. But Otter, the problem with Meso at this point is he's got a massive eco, but you almost need 300 bills to for the gold
all of those
cost at this point. And he loses all of his trebs. Does get the castle, but this is what you love to see. You are seeing Teuton scouts. You are going, oh, he's out of gold. Life is good.
Teuton scouts and a few paladins.
Yeah. Finally, paladins. And now it's Funny Liquid's turn to lose all of his trebs.
To Jags. The Jag raid.
Yeah. But he had Otter's, because Otter lost all of his trebs, the push is stalled. I'm not sure about Aztec Guard Tower. They are the worst Guard Tower in the game, pretty much. I think no masonry, no architecture.
I think the only thing that matters here is it's all about making it tedious, right? He has the water control, so the only way that Funny Liquid can do anything is by coming through this central area where there's a castle.
But the thing is, this is great.
Flattened by siege onagers, though.
But this is great for Funny Liquid because he's well behind eco-wise, and it's just giving him time. It's giving him time to get back into the game, to get a Teuton comp that steamrolls Aztec comp.
Well, if this goes late, the Teutons should be groovy, right?
Yeah.
Teutons fall off because they only have scouts, but against Aztecs who only have pike, I think you're fine.
Well, the other thing is Teutons should have been groovy at all points of this game.
If they'd have gone Paladin at the start, you mean?
Yeah. Because you kind of deal with Eagle raids, you get the mobility to force Aztecs back. And the good thing, the only like the big thing for Otter with all of the water control is there's a wodge of gold out there, which is good. Lots of stone and a couple of relics as well. And Aztecs love relics.
We've got 2 in the bank already.
Yeah.
And there is actually 2 more that Otter can get. And he probably will. Guard towers,
he can get 3.
Mining camps.
He can get 3 with the
with the water control.
With the water control. There's 2 on the little spit, as I'll call it. And then 1 on a little island. So yeah, I mean,
he's even fishing.
Yep, makes sense because slightly restricted.
This map was just so good for Otter. Like, the map gen is insane to have access to the extra piles of rares and just a huge amount of stone as well.
Yeah, that is probably slightly, maybe slightly re-worthy.
Scuffed. Well, Funny Liquid clearly doesn't
call a re. Yeah, I mean, I would argue that you could argue that that's like admin re-worthy if he asked for it, because it is, let's see, like land access to 8k stone and like hard to see how much gold, but maybe 6k gold that he has land access to. Okay, yes, he secured it with full water control, but that's why you have the opportunity to ask the question.
Especially because the admin is your opponent, so...
Yeah.
Maybe he's just scared. Otter's already been like, look, no rees. Suck it up.
Yeah. Yeah, they paused and we just didn't see the pause. But the problem will be pushing slightly for Otter here.
Just killing all of the siege every time.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't need a large amount of paladins. He can just dive in and kill. He's done a really good job of sort of like stabilizing, such as it is. And also, hi Moin, hi Div Tom.
Yeah.
Nice to see you both here.
Why is he building guard towers? What do they offer?
They're just a nuisance.
But they're not even that much of a nuisance because
they die to siege onager. Yeah,
they die to siege onager. Well, they die to siege onager. They die to bombard cannon. They die to trebs. Why not just stick a castle in there?
He did have a castle there. It did die.
Oh, what a shot from the treb though! From Otter's treb to snipe the packed up. And like the
8
eco though.
military. If only he had a civ that gave him cannon galleons or something that could actually do damage.
And that is the thing. I feel like Otter had to contest water to an extent because of like all of the res. Funny Liquid didn't, but kind of semi did. And then the lack of Paladin early on is set back so far. But he's in a position where he can kind of build up an army maybe, but 11 military right now.
Will this monk die to this guard? No, it won't. He gets pulled away before the guard tower goes up.
Guard tower gets denied. Clutch denial. There is another relic by the castle on the south. But
we still haven't grabbed the other 2 or 3 relics that are in our control, and I think for the Aztecs that's probably something that maybe we're not worried about it right now because we do have 41 on gold. It's just that relic gold trickle for the Aztecs is quite handy. Yeah,
I mean he's only got 2 relics, but he's got 1,200 gold from that already.
You can't complain. You can't complain.
The only issue you can see from Otter's queue right now is he's going, what am I building? What should I be building to finish this game? And he's settled on a little bit of everything currently. He's got Pike in queue, Jags in queue, some Eagles, some Champions, some Siege.
It's so hard to push into Funny Liquid right now.
Yeah.
Like, hard. He's gone
for the mass trebs, and the good thing for him is there's no SO on the field for Funny Liquid. So that castle probably will go down.
Let's go down.
Yeah, and that's the position to get into the base.
He might.
There's just not the eco.
Call it, you know?
Yeah, I think it is over. There's gold on the right hand side, but just no military.
Look at that army. Pike, Jag, Arb.
Yeah. he went, I'm not sure what to go, so everything. Yeah. He's got some champs. No idea why he's building some champs, but he's got some champs.
Well, supposedly the champions actually do better against Paladin than the Pikes do.
Really? Even, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily doubt it because Pikes die pretty quickly. I guess the champs last for extra hits. But
because they take one more hit. Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is, to some extent, is you probably want mass siege or something else behind it. So Pikes save your gold.
Yeah.
And still do enough damage. But it's the beginning of the end, and Otter's like, get out of my game with that castle. 2 vills, right in the face, and yeah, I'm not sure what Funny Liquid can do right now.
No, I don't.
The score's super close somehow, but
it's because he's still got 11k wood.
Yeah, well, and also he's killed. I mean, this is the thing, killed 160 more.
But it was all pikes. Like,
yeah,
it's all pikes. I bet if we looked at the total value of things on the field.
The value of the fields on the like is 9,000 for military on for Otter and 1,500 for Funny Liquid.
That's current. I want to see the grand
total.
total.
The total.
Yeah.
I mean,
which, yeah, I wish it. I'm sure it used to say.
I'm sure there is one, but the thing is, it's like it doesn't even necessarily matter it's equal value loss because Otter's collected 30,000 more res.
Yeah.
And clinical.
Tidy. Considering Otter was so, I don't know about nervous, but worried about this set. Is said that Funny Liquid was his kryptonite, but it wasn't his kryptonite today. Funny Liquid got absolutely clapped. Like this was the longest set so far, and like the longest game so far.
Oh yeah,
And,
sorry, yeah.
And it was 34 minutes long. Like compared to what we watched yesterday.
Yeah.
And
yes, this was.
It's not even that I felt that Funny Liquid did bad. It was probably a bit of a struggle for him in this last game. It just felt like Otter was in another gear.
I mean, game one was like Civ, just like really smooth, really clinical from Otter, but the Civ dominance. Game two had to be read. Like you have to read that when in a best of 5, when you have the better Civ on almost all maps. I just think you have to read that because and Otter demonstrated exactly why. He should have read it. It was very clinical, and this game, I think this was a big misplay with the unit comp early on.
Yeah,
but
straight champion.
Once again, really clinical from aside from wasting the Eagles at the start, really clinical, took map control, and just slow pushed to victory.
At the back of that, I really liked how Otter set up his base, spread out castles, plenty of farming space to work for him. Got to a decent eco, didn't overboom, didn't have to really delete much. Like some players could learn something about eco from this Otter guy.
Yeah, the only slight issue I have is the guard towers. I know that you said they're a nuisance. I just don't think they offered anything at all to him. But I mean, it still does damage. I just I don't see their worth. I'd see their worth if it's a better guard tower.
Yeah.
But this is a base guard tower. Okay, they have tower slits, so they do a little bit more damage, but I don't think it offers much.
I definitely agree, Carl Cocker. He should have got the relics, especially because he had access to 5.
Yeah. You just needed a cheeky... One was a bit more inconvenient because he needed a transport ship. But
he got one of them, which is good. Finishing up with 3.
Hasn't got the other one. Yeah.
2
and 1,700 gold from that.
It's transport relics in DM.
And
it's what you want though. You want to use your massive micro. He definitely had the time. Oh, Otter messages.
I mean, transport relics, I would say for most civs doesn't matter when you're Aztecs and your whole entire army comp is reliant on gold to win you a game. Grab as many relics as you can, even if it takes the APM to get it.
Well, that was fun.
But,
that was shorter than I expected.
Definitely.
A swift 3-0. Does anybody want to hear from Otter? He wants to speak.
Yeah, I'm up for quizzing him if people want to hear him speak. Do you have the score from yesterday? Do you happen to remember what it was in the evening one?
3-1. I think I have it. Prepped.
I know.
Yeah, preparation.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's 3-1 Camera. Okay, cool. So it is Camera versus Otter.
Yeah, so Camera was also felt like he knew that this was going to be up against Otter already, which means that semi-finals, where it changes to a best of 7, will be up against Camrat. That should be a belter of a set. And we're still waiting for tomorrow for Lord Turfux versus Onkyox, the German matchup. Which should be good. Should we hop into Ailu?
Yep. I do have to say, like, with the scheduling, I was like, I'm gonna want to check players' scheduling, and it was like all of their communication was in German. I was like, I'm assuming you've got it sorted. You're both chatting.
It's probably
like,
fine.
Yeah, this is fine. I don't know, but it's fine. There's activity, and that's kind of the main thing. But
activity
yeah,
is key. Let's hop over.
Yeah.
Boodaloom. You know what, Camrat, you're right. I should ask him about a previous loss. I should. We should ask him about his loss. Where was it? Wasn't even.
Oh, what salad?
Was it? Was it Saladesk that?
Yeah.
Took him out.
Saladesk, where he was very disappointed after the set.
Yes, 3-1. That's how dare Otter drop 3-1. Should have had that in the bag. But again, getting a win with Turks. Turks have been doing pretty good for you. How happy were you when the Re didn't come in Turks Britain's matchup?
I can relate it to the match against Salad. I think I got a bit the map. Like, I had a lot of map unluck in the set against Salad. I think horrible stuff there, right? Like 2 TC start, Britain's Tatars, where you kind of can't do anything. Actually, also the game I won, the maps were, I think, horrible for the matchup. Today, I think I got a bit of karma back for that.
You got some map
but I think
RNG.
Actually,
goodness.
I think actually Turks are fine versus Britons on any map.
You think?
Yeah, I would favor Brits over Turks, but on water, I said immediately you re as as.
No, I'm fine with Turks on other maps too. I think.
No, but I think personally I would. I think it's a close matchup. I think personally I would prefer Brits over. But I was shocked that Funny Liquid didn't re with Brits on that map because it plays into Turks' hands so much.
The map was certainly perfect. Like, it makes what I think for Turks, or at least I thought at the time, was a 55 or 60-40 in favor of Turks. They should have everything they need, right? I can rush, I have siege ram, I have champions if I need them, my Cavages should do okay, my Hussa have extra pierce armor. Should be fine against Britons also on a land map, I think.
Yeah.
But that map made it 80-20 or something. Britons have good water, but I get the fast control because I can rush. And then the cannon gains, like, I mean, there's probably no land spot on the map that they don't reach.
Yeah, I mean, standard cannon galleons would have reached everything, and then Turk cannon galleons are like, oh, I can reach halfway across the entire map, and it's fine. Yeah, that was
cannon galleons can reach everything, then Turk bonus is useless, right?
Yeah, no, but it's the thing.
Still nice to have more distance.
Sit back. You can sit back that further away. Snipe demos more. Everything that has to get to your cannon galleons takes longer in the water, type thing. So it's perfect.
It was a handy map to have, wasn't it?
I guess we can go start back on game 1.
It was all 3 minutes ago.
Generally, actually, I guess first of all, how did you feel with the draft?
Pretty good. It depended a bit on the maps. I think if we only get these like Black Forest kind of Amazon Tunnel kind of maps, this draft is probably better than mine. Obviously, I had like a parade of great water sieves into Aztecs. So if we get a lot of water, my map should be way superior. And I think overall it's like a 65% my draft.
Yeah. And then, yeah, game 1. Pretty happy with Portuguese Chinese? Or how did you feel with that matchup?
Yeah, that's like exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's some civs I'm afraid of here, right? I've got some like Turks are afraid of Khmer because they don't really have anything against elephants. Bengalis are afraid of Teutons. Gujaras are afraid of Khmer. The Khmer pick, as odd as it seems, like to pick Khmer that early, I think that's usually a mistake, was really giving me a headache because I think they were good against my first 3 picks of sorts. So it turned out that I was like, he's picking Khmer, but in the end, like the Khmer was scary.
Okay.
And then where Portuguese Chinese, like, it's like Chinese can do something if it's like a close water map on land. I mean, in theory they can rush, but like
I'm not even sure.
I mean, Organs just wreck them, right?
I'm not even sure Chinese can do anything on water. They've got more expensive water. Like, okay, they've got extra HP on their demos, but demos explode to demos, as we saw in game 2. No, I mean, I was going through the game. The strength that Chinese might have would be like bombard towers and walls and trying to make close, but you can't do that. And it just felt
Chinese
like
are top 3 Civ on Golden Swarm for a reason, though. If we get the map that we had in the Turks Britons with Chinese Portuguese, I might favor Chinese because you have the extra wills, you get a quick jump on water, you deny water from your opponent, and well, that's just GG on that map, right? There's a few maps like that.
I still would favor Portuguese Navy if you can survive, I think. But yeah, the map it was.
If you could survive, yeah. Chinese want to kill fast on every map, but they can easier do it on one.
And the map felt so good for Portuguese Chinese. It was just flat, completely flat, really like the most boring map ever. But it made for it was a good game, but it just felt like it was not even a slow push, but a Portuguese push that Chinese were like, what do we do?
It was a shooting gallery. It was a gunpowder galore versus trash infantry.
Yeah.
It's a massacre.
I think even better for Portuguese would be like a BF map, but when I saw a map in Metro, I'm like, okay, if I survive the first 3-4 minutes, then it's my game.
It was, I think there was only like 2 Vil pickoffs each, like total. It was really tame. Funny Liquid was
a bit cocky of me to go for that one Cavalier stable, but I thought if I raid him as well, then he won't have as much attention on his rush, and that's the way I can die.
Funny Liquid was a bit less rushy today, certainly in game 3. How did you feel when you saw full champion instead of any paladins?
I didn't really think about it. I saw his barracks and I was like, I had champs. But yeah, I have a way harder time in that match if you had paladin.
Yeah, we were just quite confused that it wasn't a paladin open. I know that it was like a moderate distance, but it just felt like, what do you do as Aztecs versus paladins early on? Whereas your champs beat his champs, or trade very nicely.
From maximum 2 barracks, make pikemen and pray.
Yeah, but which even pikemen don't do that well.
It's a lot of praying.
Yeah,
lots of praying.
Yeah, you are praying.
They've got monks, so they should be good at praying at least.
Yeah. No, it just
but the Teutons are devoted.
Yeah. Also, did you pick Aztecs assuming like it was Teutons and it was probably a civ? They do the best against Teutons of your civs, or was it?
No, not at all. I think Aztecs should lose that every day of the week.
Yes.
Yeah, but I thought all of your civs lose that to Teutons. Or of your remaining civs, I thought. Might be wrong, but
Bengalis. I think Byzantines and Gujaras have like some chances. And well, I was like I was thinking about the Teutons and the Khmer, and the Khmer were a big issue because I thought Khmer could do well against all my remaining civs now after. Actually, they were like a big issue, anyways. My main thought was I throw the Aztecs against Khmer, but then at least the Khmer are gone. And then I can play Bengalis and it hope to overwhelm, or Gujaras. Gujaras can do okay against Teutons. I was hoping for then Gujaras.
Yeah.
Game 4.
No, Because I just assumed that you're going to go, okay, I'm 2-0 up. He's going to pick Teutons now. Because you kind of want to go for your favoured pick. And I just thought Teutons should be every civ you had. And I think...
like I went... Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I think on that map, I definitely would have favoured Teutons. But Aztecs won.
I think Teutons are just like a better version of Aztecs a bit. I mean, they have Paladin and better water.
Yeah,
but I've tried Migraine, so I can Eagle Rush a bit.
Yeah.
You won water, couldn't do anything with it. Just Aztec things.
I didn't intend to win water. I just put some dogs, and I thought, yeah, let's be a nuisance on water. He's probably gonna win it, and then we just trade SOs, and I have to out micro him with SO and with worse units.
You did
and
get
it's also
the
matchup was a bit of a commentary on when the first games when Liquid and me got to know each other. We were playing, I don't know, there were some show matches on Xavi's channel and stuff, and we were playing Arena a lot. And it was always like Aztecs versus Teutons, and I felt like Aztecs can't do jack shit versus Teutons, so I wanted to try.
You did also. We were contemplating if Funny Liquid had asked whether it would be an admin re, because you're even though Teutons should be favoured on water, that spit, the little extended bit at the bottom, which had 2 relics, as Tom can probably show. Yeah, that was a little bit imbalanced.
I only saw one towards the end. Yeah, that's connected to me and not to him, right?
Yeah. So if he'd asked, because it was about 6,000 stone and about 6,000 gold, effectively only accessible for you by land. So if he'd asked about it, I think I probably would have gone, you know what, that is a read. It is unfair. But by the time
I didn't notice at the time, but
yeah. I mean, and the berries, obviously the safe berries.
Important safe berries.
Yeah,
Weird
but I think by the time you'd won water, and you'd got the momentum for pretty much the entirety of the game, so it didn't play that much of a part.
Yeah, I didn't really notice it at the start, right?
Yeah.
I was concentrated on the rush, the right side of the map. I was like, I'm not getting that anyways, because I probably won't win water with the Aztecs.
Yeah.
And I just tried to get like, okay, rush, okay, middle position. And I don't know, like the game was as slow and as trady as I kind of imagined it to be. But I thought we were fighting in that one spot a lot. I didn't think I was really winning. I thought Teutons might overpower me at some point.
It was just the ending economy looks way closer than the entirety of the game. I think, if you look, as Tom will now do, you look for most of the game, you were at over 100 vills.
200 pop versus 45 vills.
Yeah. And that was the thing. And his army, I think, his max army was probably like 40 in the game. Let's see. Army high of 80. Yours was 116. Yeah, and towards the end, you could see that he was running out of res to build up an army. But yeah, it was just the difference of eco all the way through meant that you collected 30,000 more by the end, and he'd collected 30,000 total. So it's like a huge difference.
Yeah, it was minute 15, 135 vills to 23.
And you'd only killed 23 at that point.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's significant because that's half of his total economy that he's built, but it was just that difference of, you had the fights weren't that great because that's what happens when you're fighting Teuton castles and Teuton SO and basically an army that is better than your army, but you had everything behind it and kept momentum.
Yeah. I actually looked up before the set, right, an hour ago or something, I looked over my own VOD in my castle, Tom.
Nice.
Like Funny set against Leaf. And like the conclusions, I already knew it a bit, right? That Funny doesn't rush much and is slow to economy. That's like the two things I aimed at. Like rush, then don't take fights, then build up, and then I will have the fast economy, because my economy should always be faster than how he does economy, and then just play it from there, and I should have an advantage. That was like my plan going into this.
So you've got to feel like you executed everything that you planned on doing quite well then, right? Like, happy days.
Set matchups were also okay, right? Besides the last one.
Yeah.
And like, shout out to Kai Coco, but I just saw Kai Coco in chat and just noticed that I won with the two most Kai Coco-y-sives in the game, like besides the Turks. Aztecs and Portuguese.
Yeah, well, Cal Coco was pretty happy with the set, weren't you, Cal Coco? You cheering all the way through for your boy.